running hard. Hey, he's still going. Stay on there, bad boy. Man, did you get a look at that board flying across the water? Oh, man. There we go. Man, he was going. All right, guys, James here with River Lunacy, right here on the Ohio River. Getting ready to net some shad. I did have some requests about how to net shad on the Ohio River. I prefer to go in a creek to get them, but I'm in a jam right now, so I'm gonna go up on this, see if I can get them up on this flat. So this is what they look like. Oh, on the screen, that's a big ball of shad right there. So I'm gonna go a little further up and see if I can find a group that's in about 8 or 10 foot of water, because that's gonna be too deep for this 8-foot net. But that's a good sign. That means they're around. So hang on a second, let's see if we can get some.
Seven. Oh yeah, you hit it that time.
Now we're done. All right, guys.
Oh man,
That's what it looks like when you net shad on the Ohio River. Game over. Let's go catch some fish. Today we're gonna do some dragging. That's the key plan, because we don't have any flow. And if we find some current today, we're gonna do some drifting. But I got trees all around me, so I wanna get out of here while I know where they're at. It's big thing on the Ohio River is to make sure you're safe and keep an eye around you at all times. Watch your graph to know how deep you are, or you're gonna. All right, good morning. We're about to get rolling here. As you've seen, we caught a bunch of shad. Got a bunch of skipjack also. Spot lock, trying to set up a dragging rig. We're in a bend that runs 53 on up in the 30s. He's catching fish as we're spot locked, getting ready. There you go. Fish on.
Take a picture of my phone, please.
All right, guys. So
right, guys,
on this
time.
rig here, it's just a 3-way with the crane swivel. About a 2.5, 3 foot long leader with a kitty call on there. 9-aught hook on the back end. One of them has an 8, 2 of them has 9s. We'll run 2 boards and 1 dragging without a board in the very back. So let's get a picture of his fish and let it go so he can stop.
Oh, he went right down.
Yeah, there's another one coming up to get mine, so get ready to grab it next.
We just had a little.
So just set a clip on the bottom of that 3-way right there. So this is what the swivel looks like. This is my main line here, the leader line with the trophy cat tackle kitty call. So that clip and my weight I want on the front. Let me see one of them weights. Oh, these are between 3.5 and 4 ounces. I made these myself. Maybe I'll show you a video sometime on that. But that guy that does YouTube fishing and stuff, it's kind of similar to his, but I put a swivel inside the shrink tube, and I shrink tube it twice on the top. So if this happens to get snagged up, which normally doesn't, it's usually the hook, but with that swivel being in there, I can rip that out. It's gonna have to take a lot of pressure, but it will come out eventually. So that just goes on, and it just looks like this. I'm putting holes in the seat, but when it's all said and done, there you go. That's kind of what it looks like. Hooked up. I'm trying to spot lock a second and get these rods together, remember guys, but we keep having rods going down. Yeah, there it goes. He burped it right up. You hear that? Yeah, but just kind of, he's gonna come off. He's got it kind of goofy. Oh, come here, boy. Trying to get set up so we can do some dragging here. But these rods keep going down, which is good. That's good.
There, we got
Take a
one.
little picture of that baby. We'll eventually get it together, guys. Hang tight. I'm going to hit my cruise control on here. Keep us at 0.5. Just going to run it back. I'm going to let it go for a while. So just put that swivel on the bottom there. Put this clip up here. Slide her on out. I like to run my back one here further out than my closer one. People have all kinds of different ways of doing it. I'll kind of get it to where it gets back and it starts to drop, it's set, and then it'll start pulling itself out a little bit, even with having the bait runner on. Just letting it run out for a bit. Before I run the other one, just trying to quickly get everything separated because I don't want this one getting in this back line either. It's already trying to pull out. You can probably see it on the screen right now. Even just that little bit of pressure is already trying to bring it out some and get it away from the boat, which is really good. So I got enough time now. While that's running, I can go ahead and start my second one, planer board. I already showed the rig, guys. I'm going to show a little more about how kind of getting the boards out. I already got one further out that's back there. So of course you got your bait and the rig I showed you earlier. This is a big bait here actually. We'll finish up on that. So give it a nice little cast. Off to the side of the boat is how I like to do it with my planer boards, rods. Backlash on there, but I'm in 55 foot, so definitely want to hit that bottom of that river first. A little backlash. That's the thing about them kind of weights, is they will give you a backlash even if you think you're a pro bait cast thrower, and I'm pretty good at it, so it's surprising sometimes. I crack myself up. So I'm hit bottom, I give it a little extra, and I like to play with that clicker, that way I don't have loose line going everywhere. So I'm down, and then on the planer boards they got a clip on one end, so I'm gonna give that a few more feet, run that under that clip right there, clip it on. Some of them are a little different, of course. Then you got your rubber clip, rubber and plastic, and that'll go on. I always drive mine way down in there to make sure it's real snug. So this is a driver's side board. The rod goes inward this way on the front side of the board facing the nose of the boat, and your clip is on the back corner. All right, sometimes that's confusing. You'll know right away if you screwed up because it's going to be going the other direction.
Explain how that's.
So what I do here is I just let some line out, get it away from the boat quickly. Got a big fish under the boat actually right now, but I try to get that line down to where it knocks that nose of that little spout down, that pole, so it'll start running, because your board runs sideways is how they run, and then they push out. That's how they work. So I'm not running this board extremely far. I don't know if you can see my other board out there or not, but I'm going to run it in between the boat and that board. That's all I want to do on this one. I mean, I could match them up if I wanted, but I don't need to do all that. I want to. Boards are for like spacing things out and covering water. So that's what I'm doing. So once that runs when that fish takes that board and it starts flying the other direction or out or down or whatever it does, I'll run up and I'll grab it and I'll crank it a few good times to kind of get that hook in there some. And as I pick it up, I start winding down a little more, I give it a little bit of a pop, just a quick jab, and that knocks that line off that clip. In case your fish doesn't, sometimes the fish will, usually they will, but I still want to give it a pop just to make sure it pops off that rubber, the little nozzle on the end there. There's one. Wow. Got it. That's a fish. See that? Oh, got him. Good one too. Don't feel too bad. Took a minute, guys. 44 foot of water. Trying to find them. It's fun. Hopefully the camera can pick up that board. It was my short board. Oh, he's a little strong guy. Pull a little bit for me. I was thinking we went for a while with no hits. We got a couple little taps here and there, but you could see plain as day that that was a fish. Oh, comes a boat right. Hit that big skipjack head. Believe that? Big old ugly channel cat eating my big skipjack head. Jerk. Come on, man. Got it. Hit it. There we go. Fish on. Train bite. 40 foot. Started trying to get out further to see if we could get a little deeper water again, and this seems to want to stay in the 40s. That's all right. It's a youngster. Strong fish though. Ah. Trying to make a mess out of things. Fish on, let him go.
You were on spot lot, weren't you?
There he is. Oh, here we go, guys. Now we're hitting. I didn't get the other rod back in yet even. Got a barge, I got to keep an eye on him. Not sure how they run this bend here, but I would imagine they come in probably close. All right. This one hit my back dragging rod. This one had a shad head on it. Probably getting ready to go spawn soon. We are in spawn right now, but not everybody spawns at the same time, luckily. Fish on, guys. We're gonna let her go. Take a picture. Got us one, guys. It's a long little run there with no bites again. That fish has got a fresh wound. All kinds of marks and things on that fish out there spawning. Guess this one's done. It's a good sign, but I'm surprised.
Fish? Yeah, that's a fish. Camera on?
Yeah, maybe. Oh, fish on. We went back up to run our second drag. 39-foot starting. I was just telling him, I said, there's a nice fish on the graph.
Oh man, I got hit. I don't think that was a snag, and that's probably a fish. Rock back. Let's go.
I'm trying to watch this barge in front of me too. It looks like he's good and out there, nice and far. That was on a shad head. That hook is in there. So if you guys are interested in any of the Trophy Cat tackle gear, you can use River Lunacy 10, capital R, capital L, all put together as a code during checkout. Get you a little break on your shipping or whatever. It's a nice little fat little fish. We'll let her go.
Come on, hold it.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one.
Fish on.
That's a strong fish. Man, he is holding his grounds. He is holding his grounds, man. We're gonna make us one more drag here. This was gonna kind of be it. Was thinking that sun's getting pretty hot, and I sure wish I had shorts on. Yeah. This is gonna be my better fish, I think, for the day. Yeah. That's a strong guy. Getting a little later in the day now, guys. We're at 3:36. I was just saying I sure like to get one more.
Just right off the bottom at 53 feet.
He's got one over here, guys. How about that?
And hit the bottom and dragging it up a little.
He was suspending that one. It wasn't quite dragging.
It's a nice one. I gotta let it get some bubbles.
Fish here, little youngster, good during spawn. You can't ask for too much, you know. I'm just happy to be catching fish right now today. Making all kinds of noises. Yeah. Noisy fish. That fish was hooked, not going anywhere. Oh. Covered in slime. I don't think she quite laid her eggs yet. Let's see what you got. It's an 8/0 hook. Just an average regular size there.
A regular size. Oh, that's a good one.
It's a nice one. Like what we've been getting. Oh. go. I'm gonna let this guy go. There she is. Here we go. Spawning fish time, man.
I'm gonna take a quick picture. Be right back.
There he is. Wow. Oh, man, that one was running hard. All right. He's still going. Stay on there, bad boy. Man, did you get a look at that board flying across the water? Oh, man. There we go. Man, he was going. I think this was on that skipjack head.
Camera's on, right?
I hope. Yeah, it's running. I'll have to zoom in on that board so you guys can see that thing flying across the water. He's out there, guys. That board's out there pretty far from the boat. Pushing into the 60-foot water. We're in 54 right now. It's been fun, you know. Today's a kind of a learning experience kind of day for us on some new water and getting a little bit more used to the boards. I've been running 5 ounces, but 5 ounces has been too heavy. I haven't really had any of it on screen. I cut all them down to 3.5, almost 4, maybe somewhere in there. And the hookups have been a lot better. Oh, I got another one on right here. It's a different fish. I got another one on. Oh man. This fish. Dang. I got me a mess coming on, guys. This is not a bad fish right here. There he is, good. No. Hopefully my other one will stay on for us. Come on, big boy. Get up here. There you are. Nice.
Get the other rod.
Alright. Watch out. Okay. That's a good fish. Alright. Let's set this over here. There's the other one on here. Gotta love a double dragon. I've not had the greatest success dragging, so I'm kind of thrilled right now. We're not going to be out here all day. We're headed into rush hour now, so just telling him I wanted to get one more. I like to get a nicer fish. That's not a bad fish laying on the floor right there, guys.
Just one more. What?
Now it is. One more cast.
One more.
One more cast. One more fish.
One more donut.
One more cup of coffee.
One more sandwich.
One more salami sandwich. I guess my salami sandwich finally kicked in for me. Go. Take a picture of that. We're gonna let that one go right now. That's a nice little fish there. It's got a good body. Good fish, guys. I'm happy with that. You know, this is spawn, so can't expect big giant fish right now, although it's possible and you do catch them every once in a while. But during that spawn time, you know, most of your fish are going to be young that are out prowling around, and that's a pretty decent fish. I'm happy with her. Let her go. Take a picture. Let her go. Well, she's stinky too. Oh, she's happy. Shoo. Stankalicious. All right, save. Save the camera. Yeah, that's fish. Got it. Oh, it's not bad either. There we go, fish on. Feel that bad, but it's hard to tell with them boards, guys, a little bit, you know. We're in 30 foot of water now. Come on up out of that deep water. We got a point up in front of us that we're going to stop on and be done. Just telling him, I said, wouldn't be a bad thing to get a hold of one more similar to that other one. Didn't feel like that was too much to ask. I don't know, he's got my board down, no. My board back up on the surface, it'd be a better fight. Nice little butterball fish there. Really good hook set. What's that clicking? Oh, thought you had one going. Boy, got it good. It's not coming out. Got him a bunch of little red marks all over the bottom of his mouth. Not 100% on what that means.
So you found a nest.
Stress. Oh yeah. There we go. Fish on. Let's let her go. He's chasing it down. There he is. Boom. Oh. I watched this fish chase that thing down. He bumped it, popped it. He finally come and cracked it. Oh, look at that. My planer board's stuck out there. Top of all that. There it goes. That was neat. Seen him go pop, just little boom. Like you can tell he's just chasing it down, you know what I mean? Pretty cool stuff. This one was just dragging behind the boat. We're up in 30 foot of water.
I'm just putting mine back in the water. That's how fast they're biting.
He just put his back in the water. Seemed to be kicking in good, but like I said before, it's getting to be that time. We're just trying to get us another one. We haven't quite made it up to our spot where we're done. Once we get there, that's it.
Yeah, we gotta drink river water.
We're gonna have to drink river water soon. Ooh, she's mad. Got her on the orange collar. She is mad, old butterball thing. Don't you dare. Fish on. There we go. Blue cat's dragging on the Ohio. Just let her go. Bye-bye, baby. Whoa. Fish on.
One more.
One more cast. He's a hard hitter. He wore himself out on that hard hit, is what he did. Being quiet now. Just being quiet now. Oh, stop it. God dang. It's about ready to go on the nest and lay some eggs. Female. Let her go. She hit a big old bait though. She's hungry. She hit a man-sized, king-sized bait. There you go. Hard hitter there.
Oh, that's something skipjack. Fish on! Which camera? Fish on! Take my hat off, I look younger.
Long drag.
I'm going to call this the best fish of the day so far. Yeah, I got a smile. What happens is I'm worried about getting past these other lines.
Oh, nice one. Hit it harder, didn't he? He started really going.
He had the whole planer board under the water.
Yeah, he was going. I was thinking maybe it's better to have it straight up and down. See, the way he hit that drag, he started really getting going. He come off that ledge.
This might be the fish I was waiting on.
Definitely act like a bigger fish compared to the rest.
It definitely is.
Stay on it. I'm hooked up on that one. Another fish on that other one. Muddy girl, she's zoomed down in the nest. Got another fish on right here. One in the other line.
Oh, it's another good one. Oh, shit, this is...
Let me get this one out of the way for you. All right, we found them, huh? I knew they were going to be
I hope
deep.
that camera's on. It's on.
It's
here.
on.
Be like, whoops, sorry.
It's definitely on. Don't jinx it.
This one's a good one too, man. I don't think it's as good as this one, but I know.
There's another one. There's a fat one there. All right. Fish on. I'm gonna let him go, guys. Take a quick.
Don't be a fish. I don't care. Oh, it's a fish. It is a fish.
Yeah,
It's a fish. No wonder. I tried to get a sandwich out.
That's a fish.
Told you
Right
to
on
catch
that ledge.
Camera's on. Fish on. Just sat down, got a sandwich out before he even took a bite. You want to catch fish, bring food.
It's all in a salami.
Yeah, salami. No, I wonder if banana peppers would jinx the boat because this is banana. Let's see, this one had a chunk of skipjack on this one. Well, two.
All right. That's a nice one.
Take a picture, it's going right back. That's a fish, man. I got a fish. Fish on! He's just barely hooked. He's whisker hooked. They get that on the side of the mouth. All right. Just barely hooked. All right.
All right, fish on.
Fish on. Go Cincy. Like that, I got a fish. Oh, fish
Oh
on.
my God, it's an 80-pounder.
Oh, I'm gonna have to edit all that out.
Oh, drop the F-bomb.
If it gets off, you know it was a monster because you could tell by the way it took it down.
I'll run this sucker even further out.
James lost a lot of
57
monsters. A lot of monsters today.
That there's a couple good ones. They might not have even been that big.
They're probably
right now.
trees. They're probably just hitting a branch. How'd you get that hook like that?
That's a good fish, man.
Straight down on a shad. You get the shot?
It's a nice bet.
The side shot.
Nice round, girl.
There we go. Fish on, boys.
Woo. Got it.
There I go.
All right. Suspended action.
I was on a shad head. Suspended rod, 8-ounce sinker. What I do is let it hit the bottom and then come up 2 cranks, sometimes 3. Every so often I let it hit the bottom and come back up so I'm always adjusted. We're in 31 feet, almost 32 feet of water. And there she goes. Ooh.
Rod did a good job today, though. It caught some fish.
This is my lucky rod. This is the one, like I told you, I got it down. Oh, one-eyed Pete. These fish have little red spots on them. I guess it's part of the spawn thing. Yeah, looks like a fish.
Whoa. That's a fish. Hard manner fish, too. He's pulling drag, man.
Oh, I thought you were talking about this rod. This
Oh,
one.
man, that fish is burning drag, man.
You know what happened? I'm watching the tip on this one. This rod was making that one bounce. Fish on!
That fish nailed it, man. Could hear the drag going. Sound like a good one. Must have lost all his steam in that pool. a nice fish. Oh, it wasn't running.
What?
No, it was off.
Well, hold on, I'll hold it back up.
Oh, he's a mean one. It's a good one.
Last fish, caught him on the shad head. I had a skipjack head on that the last fish chewed it up and put fresh bait on. That's the secret to catching fish, fresh bait. And James is the master of catching bait.
Yeah.
He got the mother load in one throw.
Also forgot to turn the camera back on.
Yeah, he forgot the camera, but we caught it in time, so it's all good. See you next time.
One more before the end of this run, or what? Ooh, there's a big nasty gar or something.
There you hit.
Whoa. Wow, there he is. That's a heavy hitter. I was thinking, man, I see a big old something on that screen.
Just one more.
It's a youngster. It's a finisher fish.
Oh, I'm gonna get the finisher. I'm gonna get.
I hope.
I hope too. I hope I get one more. I'd like to get a nice big fat one.
Nice. It's bouncing right now.
I know. So I was watching them rods.
Pretty cool, guys. It's been a fun day. I hope you all enjoyed it. Like I said, the dragging's a little new. I've done it before, but I think I did it in the wrong seasons when the fish weren't really active, and I probably drug through a desert a couple times too. So today paid off. It was going to be too windy to be drifting. Plus, we don't have any flow out on the Ohio River hardly right now. Not enough really to be drifting. You know, we have some, of course. This is a real river, but just not enough to keep straightened out. I didn't want to fight it. Last time I kind of had to fight it a little bit and troll downwards and that. I didn't want to have to do that. So, oh, good Lord. I thought today would be the perfect day to run some boards. A little bit more relaxing than drifting. Although I do enjoy drifting a little more. I gotta fess up. I'd like to take downs on them suspended rods better, but man, that's a mean fish right there.
He's a beaver. He's flapping his tail.
Wants to be a monster.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this is during spawn, so this is a great way to find fish that are feeding, because it's just when they're spawning, it's hard to locate fish on anchor. You know, I mean, you might get some here and there, but dragging and drifting here lately has been really producing good fish. And that's probably going to be it for the show. I hope you guys enjoyed the adventure today. Thanks for watching. Sure appreciate it. Bye-bye, baby. There you go.